Great families happen on purpose, not by accident. Maybe you're out there and you're living your life with your family. You're just wondering, man, am I doing this right? Maybe you remember that first day where you took your child home, the baby from the hospital. And you remember that feeling of like, oh no, now what do I do? Well, My Family Brand is a tool. It's a resource we want to equip you with to help you ultimately live your life in a way that leads to the vision that God has given you for your family. It's a tool that Brandon and I have been using for many years now, and it's helped us tremendously as a family. When we look back, we're like, oh wow, look at those decisions that we've made that have ultimately led us to a greater life, a better story for our family. That's the goal for you. As you go through the My Family Brand calendar, you apply what we talk about. There's also a masterclass to help you apply and establish everything for your family. You'll find out that you'll be living your days every single day. You're going to be stacking one on top of another to create steps that lead to a really, really great result. So at the end of your life, you have minimal regrets, if any at all. That's the hope. And that you have something that you're really proud of with your family, with the people that matter most.
My name is Brandon. I'm a pastor. I build families.
My name is Michael, and I have a company that builds brands for organizations.
So we've created two things for you. The first one is a masterclass to guide you through our calendar. So we've created a calendar for your family to help you get the results that you really want. So now we're going to jump into the calendar. In our master course, we're going to guide you through each one of these steps for each section of this calendar. At the top page, this is the page that never changes for you. Each week you're seeing this page. At the beginning, you have a vision statement. It's the future that you intend to create. Like imagine if you had one of those clarifying statements for your family, and every day you try to live out that vision. And then we have some pillars over here. These are these timeless truths that are found in God's Word that He wants to be the case for each one of our families. But within those, you have unique expressions, your values. They're the principles that guide us. It's the rules of the road. And we're going to guide you through how do you create 4 to 8 unique statements that are true about your family and the way that you want to live.
So the calendar serves as a tool, a mechanism to help you break down your vision, your dreams, your hopes for your family. And again, these kind of break it down into bite-sizable chunks that you can actually work on. It's tangible. You can touch it. You can live it. So it's really exciting. Again, Brandon and I have been doing this for a while, and it's been huge for our families, and we hope it's the same thing for you. The second page, we have several different fields that you're going to fill out. Remember, the first page you leave alone. It's the one that stays there for the entire length of the life of the calendar. On the bottom page, though, you're actually going to rip these out every week. So every week in your plan needs to be unique. So on the bottom page, you're going to have fun with this as you fill it out. So I want to encourage you, create a routine, a time where you get together with your family. Maybe it's a Saturday night or a Sunday night. Sunday night works really well for our family. We get together, everybody's in the room. We walk through our week. We talk about our values. We hit on some of our pillars from that first page on top. And then we walk through the bottom page and we actually fill it out together. And make it fun, make it festive, have a snack. Reward people. Hey, this week you did so good. Good job. Let's celebrate some people and some things that they've done throughout the week. Make it a fun time. One of the things we like to do too is like get pictures of the week and kind of go through pictures on the TV and from the phone that we've taken from the week. But have fun with it. One of the first things you're going to do though is you're going to define the value that you're going to focus on for this week. So in the upper left, you're going to write that value down that you're going to focus on this week. And for a parent, when your family's struggling in a certain area, maybe kindness is a struggle right now, or you're just not being very kind to each other. So you might write kindness in there as one of your values, or you're just going to say, hey, we're going to work on this week. And you write some language in there that makes it really plain and simple for them to understand. But write that down, share some stories, maybe from your past. It's a great opportunity for you to kind of let your kids into your life a little bit, of maybe times you've succeeded or times you've failed. Use some Bible stories as well. Maybe share some of those. Again, just a great time for you to get together, create a celebration as you do this every single week. It might take you about 20 or 30 minutes to go through this, and I promise you that 20 or 30 minutes is going to be so worth it for the rest of your week.
Absolutely. The next section is your date night. This is when you're going to plan, hey, when are we going on date night, and what are we going to do on date night? And you're going to be intentional each week of putting it on the calendar, because what you put on the calendar happens. What you don't put on the calendar doesn't happen. And we're going to make date night a priority.
So you might know like there's some things that you should be doing, but then you don't have a really good way to do it. So the calendar allows you to apply. It's a mechanism to apply these principles that you know you should be doing, but you're just not doing. So the next thing is to write down your family mission. So there's a section right there to write down your mission. Something you're going to be working on collectively as a family for the next 3 months or so. You're on a mission. Everybody's on the same page. You're going to share, man, we've got to do this. We're going to make this happen. And again, we have a masterclass to show you how to create this. So if you're like, oh man, we have a mission, it's okay. When you get the calendar, you have access to our masterclass. We're going to walk you through how you can create a great, compelling mission that gets your family excited.
It's that one thing that if it got better, everything would get better. We're going to help you find out what that is and create a plan to accomplish it. And then you have your week. So your week is, you already have some things already that you've decided. You're going to go on a date night. You're going to have a day off, which we'll talk about in a minute, but you're going to start putting things on the calendar. When are the kids' activities? When are you spending time with family? When are you going to your small group? Those other things that you're a part of, and you're going to put them on the calendar so you can see, does our week line up with the vision and the mission that we attend?
And then the other thing you're going to do is plan your day off. So again, it's one of those things we've heard about, but maybe you don't have a good way to do this, and maybe you haven't taken a day off in like months. But we should do that every single week. According to the Bible, what God says, like, let's make sure we do that, recharge every single week. So we have a section right here to plan your day off. What gets planned gets done, like Brandon was saying. So let's take a look at how are we going to play together on our day off? How are we going to pray together? How are we going to rest? And how are we going to eat? So we're going to have these different spaces where you can, in advance, choose that day off and make sure you make the most of it.
And the last section on your calendar is your menu. Like, you're going to decide ahead of time what are the meals for the week and prepare in advance. Probably one of the two of you, if you're married, is the planner. This is going to help set them up for the rent. What are the nights that you're out? When is one of you home and one of you not home? When is your groups? And you're starting to look at the meals and creating some intentional family times together and some great memories around the table.
Yeah, I know in our family, meals are a big struggle because you have to think ahead and prep, and there's a lot of things going on there. So again, we've provided that tool to help you out. You know, the Bible says to write down the vision, make it plain so that you can see it on the run. How many of you live a life? How many of all of us, we just live a life that's just busy? So what if we could have the vision that we have for our family up on the wall? That's what this is. You get to put it on the wall, write it down, make it plain, be intentional, because great families are intentional. You have to be intentional about what that looks like. So we want to, again, remind you, set aside a day of the week. This calendar will give you the framework to walk through so that you are able to plan your week with your family together to make the most out of your week. Once you do that, remember the top part of the planner that's the part that you keep. It stays there for the life of the planner. The bottom part is the part that you rip out every week. So every week you have a new plan, you have a new mission, you can revisit some of these things every single week. Remember, we have a masterclass to help you with this. So if this seems overwhelming, it's okay. You can do this. We want to help you. We're going to walk you through it with the masterclass that's included with the calendar. So when you get it, the calendar, you get the masterclass. And involve everyone. Make sure that your youngest child that's 3 years old to your oldest that's 18, whoever's in the house, involve everyone. Make sure that you're having fun doing this together. You're celebrating your family. You're taking a look at some pictures, and you're just celebrating what God is doing in your family. And then also, make sure you pray. What a great opportunity to just pause, take a time out, and invite God into your family. Invite God to guide and direct your steps, and create that moment to do it every single week.
Because great families happen on purpose. They don't happen